welcome back to another episode. Today I thought I might be playing a game I haven't played in quite some time called Peglin. You might or might not have heard of it, and it's basically like one of those Peggle games, obviously, but also a roguelike kind of. I used to play the beta a lot, but since there's been a full release with it, which I've played like, I think 10 times maybe, so, well, maybe not 10 times, but I did play it a bunch. And I beat it a few times, but since it's a roguelike and stuff, there's not too much story from what I've gathered. But there's been some updates since, so I thought it might be fun to play again. This is like the challenge meter, I guess. I think I'll just stay on this. And yeah, I just got the classic Peglin. I'm not sure if they added any other classes since I've last played. But yeah, let's just get into it. First you can choose items. I like this one. I right now the unicorn horn. It's pretty good. As you can see here, there's a kind of map. They've added new symbols for sure, which I've noticed already. It's like a shield kind of symbol that I've never seen before. And this is how the game looks internally. Just kind of simple. You see the different enemies with their life. I've not seen these funny looking orbs before, so... coins, I see. I did read about that. I heard they added a shop of some kind to the game, which I thought was kind of funny. So I'm guessing that's where the coins come in. That's the bombs and you do the damage. You basically just have to make sure that the enemies don't get to your side of the screen, because then they might attack you. But I just kind of looked for a game to play that I haven't played in a long time, and I thought, you know, why not play it again? I could play games I've never played on the channel before, like, I guess games that I haven't played before, like Watch Dogs or something. I've never played that, though I do have it. But I'm not entirely sure if those make for good let's play stuff, because in the past I've only played games that I'm familiar with, so it might be a bit harder, to commentate, because commentating isn't my specialty. But I thought it might just be cool to play something that I'm more used to again, and I also haven't uploaded any games in a long time. Which I do want to try doing more, because, you know, I like playing games. And it's kind of mindless in a way. You don't have to think too much, because I'm not a good thinker. I see. Now you have to buy things. That's new. You used to only be able to pick one thing out of this, so that's interesting. Forgot to maybe put the game in English again. I keep doing that, but it's whatever. It's just like upgrading orbs, healing yourself, or buying one of the orbs that are able to be gotten. I'll just get the ice orb because it can penetrate the first enemy the first enemy, and if you get a crit, which is the orange orbs, it goes through every enemy on the board, and it also pierces through one of these pegs, I guess. Check the map. I think I'll be going for the treasure maps as always. This icon is new, the G. I'm guessing that's gold or something. But yeah, as you can see on each map, there's different enemy encounters, and then there's elite enemies and treasure chests and random events. So I think right now it doesn't matter too much, but I'll just go to the right, just in case, because it seems a bit safer, though they are quite the same. Let's see what we got. Just some slimes, shouldn't be too hard. So far I'm not seeing any new layouts that I haven't seen before, like board layouts, but I have only played 2 levels now in the new update. But yeah, I just wanted to play this game again because I saw that there was an update and I thought it was kind of interesting, and I haven't played it in a long time. I was originally going to play another round of Blazing Beaks, because I've played that a few times on the channel now and it's more consistent, I guess. But I kind of wasn't feeling it in a way. I wasn't really in that mood, because it's a more focused game, and this is more about like thinking, I guess. Strategical thinking, yes. Because you gotta like check where you throw your ball and stuff. Not that it's too complicated, I wouldn't say that. But I'd actually advise people getting it because it's very fun, but not that many YouTubers played it before. I haven't seen this one before. Let me just read this real quick. Oh no, this damages me as well. What's this? Seems good enough. I'm not sure. I think I'll just maybe get this one because this levels up each peg that you hit, makes it better for when you hit it with other balls. If the sound is too loud of the game, or if I'm louder, just let me know in the comments or something. I did try to balance it a bit more, but I'm not that good at balancing out sound. See. I'll take this. This adds one more crit orb on the map, and I'll go to the left because I saw there was another treasure chest here, and I want to go there. I'm not sure if I've seen these wood enemies before. They look new. I might not have seen them in the past. Which is cool. I like that they add new things. Of course, the developer could just stop doing stuff with the game. Okay, that was a terrible throw. Damn. Yeah, the developer could of course just stop doing things for the game since it's already out and people have already been buying it. So like, you know, there's no need for no one's pushing the developer to put out more. But it really seems like this is a labor of love kind of game, which I do really appreciate, because many big titles that are just industry titles seem so lifeless these days. So it's always nice to play more indie games. I've generally been playing more indie games again. I've been playing Stardew Valley recently again, which I haven't done in a long time because that game's amazing. And generally I just have been playing more games that aren't big AAA games or stuff. I've also been playing Hades, for those who know that game, though I'm not sure if I'd say that's an indie game. It does give off those vibes, which is why I like it so much. But of course people can like whatever games they want. What's this one? Huh, it's cool. I'll take the ball. I tried to pronounce it, but I don't want to make a fool of myself because I don't know how that word's pronounced. So I'd rather just not. Oh no, not in the fire. Fire damages you, obviously. I think that's self-explanatory enough. But it's like a split ball that I just picked up, like splits into multiple balls, but does less damage. But usually you can get pretty good board coverage. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's just get this more damage on my balls. Yeah, I got quite the nice ball collection, you could say. I am known to have pretty good balls, but you know, it's what the game is about. So for anyone out there that has a love for balls, I'd recommend this game. Even though I'd already recommend this game either way, really. But yeah, I've just been a bit slower with uploads themselves because I've just been doing a lot of stuff and working on different things. But I really do want to upload more, which I've said like 20 times in the past. And I just kind of thought, you know, let's just upload something today. It's uploading day. I didn't upload anything last week, which I'm very aware of because I have different places of living, and based on where I am, my microphone is different. I didn't want to like figure out how that microphone sounds, even though I did record with it before. I just wanted to make sure that I have more consistent audio, and I think soon I'll get one of those shotgun mics, I think they're called. Probably. Like for Christmas or something, you know. And once I have that, it's probably going to be more consistent audio quality either way, so that's good at least. Yeah. Always good to make sure there's consistency in uploading, but my schedule is a bit of a mess, I guess you could say. I'm not known to be very persistent with things like that, but I do try at least. I say I try. I do my best as always. I mean, I hope people enjoy my uploads. course, due to my general size of content, my YouTube size, it's not like I'm some big prominent YouTuber or something, so I have only little feedback usually, but I'm not really about big numbers, though of course getting more feedback is always useful because you know, you learn from things you do wrong, and when people tell you what you did wrong, then it's easier to learn from them. But I think it should be fine. Oh, there's a cool ball. What's this? Huh, these are some new balls, these two. Spear ball and sword ball. I think I'll get the spear because it goes through some enemies. And I'll also get the sword, yes. I like the money system, it's kinda cool. If you can work with it. I'm kind of making my way towards the elite. Have to check something. A special event, let's see what we have. Oh, another chest, that's cool. More attack damage is always useful, I guess. Okay, go to the left. I see there's like a speed up button, meaning it could speed up the game, but it might be too fast at the moment to concentrate on both the game and talking, because I don't want to be one of those silent YouTubers where I just put text on screen or something. Though I don't judge people that do that, of course. I mean, some people just don't want to talk, and I get that. I was thinking about making videos where I just explain things, because, for example, there's a lot of YouTubers in like roguelike games that like explain how different items work and stuff, where it's like, oh, this item does that and that. And those are good videos usually. I mean, like, yeah, someone's gonna make them. But I don't see myself as the type to just explain how items work in games. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem like something I'd like doing for a long time, because it seems like, I wouldn't say brainless content, just doesn't seem very interesting to me, making those videos where you just read stuff from the wiki and give some examples in the video. But of course, as I mentioned, I do respect people that do that, because I mean, I'm one of those people that watches those videos usually, because I don't always play every new game, but I do like being up to date, so I watch a lot of videos explaining things like that. But of course, that's also different, like, you know, everyone watches different content. I'm sure there's people that watch those and don't even know what games people are talking about, just watching them as background noise. I mean, watching things for background noise is very cool. It's very useful. Helps you concentrate and stuff. I never understood people that say that having stuff on in the background makes them like less efficient at working, because it doesn't really seem like it's too distracting, you know. There's so many new items, it's really crazy. It's cool. I think I'll get this. It gives me more attack for each critical orb on the board. Right, let's see what this G is. I'm guessing it's gold, maybe. Maybe I get more cash. Let's just check it out. What's this now? Ooh. Oh, it's the shop. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Huh. Kind of what I expected, but it's nice. And I like this guy. Seems funny. Funny enough, at least. He seems very trustworthy. I would always give a goblin my cash, because, as we know, goblins are the most trustworthy of creatures. I don't know how far I'll get in this video, in this game. I'll probably just play one round, because, I don't know, could probably play more, but I'm just planning on doing a single round. And there are 3 stages, I think. I think there's this wooden stage, and then there's like, spoilers of course, and then there's like a castle, and then I think there's like a cave, if I remember, unless they added more. And I remember that the castle was the one I had most problems with, because that needs a lot of strategy and like luck, and sometimes I just don't get too lucky. But I do like most of the stages this game has, like most of the areas. The wooden area, of course, is pretty fine with the slimes, even though these red slimes have been a bane of my existence before, because they can tank damage if there's not enough bombs. But this is a really good layout. This is one of my favorite layouts actually, the kind of slime looking board with many bombs in the middle, because more bombs means more damage, and I always like damage. I am one of those people in like leveling games where I just level damage a ton, because I always feel like damage is the most useful thing to level up, you know. It's always about making damage, because like having defense or armor in games is nice too, yeah, you know, it's not bad, it's nice as well. But but of course, if you always go on damage, you might have very low health, but you will need you will need a bunch of health if you just don't take damage. It's that simple, really. It's always like the philosophy of Wentworth in games, the way you level stuff. It's like, you know, I don't need a lot of defense or health if I just kill everything or don't get hit. It's the Dark Souls kind of philosophy. Just don't die, don't get hit, so you don't die. No need to be unkillable if you just don't have skill issues, you know. Just have skill and you probably won't die. It's the best advice I could get on that issue. Or that skill issue, even. This is the first boss, by the way. It's like this mole behind this stupid tree. I'm not a big fan of the tree. Always mocks me. Just standing there menacing me. But this guy basically goes to the front and then he's like, he bitch slaps you basically. And he leaves behind these little spitty things that slowly whittle away at your life by spitting stuff at you, which is not nice because, you know, usually I do not like it when people spit into my face. I'm not the biggest fan of that, you could say. I also just noticed I have more regular damage than crit damage, so wouldn't it be better if I don't get crit orbs? Seems better. The hammer orb. I love the names in this game. It's just a hammer orb. What does that entail? Hammer orb. It's just very good names. Whoever came up with them should probably get a raise. I'm guessing it's just the developer himself, probably. Let's see here. I'm not sure if it gives me more damage. Yeah, I just checked. It does give me more damage if I don't get a critical orb, which is kind of fun. Not fun. It's kind of weird. But, you know, that's good at least. To know. Not the fact that it is that way, it's just good to know. Always need to know. I haven't been watching much like on YouTube itself, but I've really been starting to get back into playing Plants vs Zombies. Oh, we won. Cool. I'll get this one. Heals me. And I'll get the Ghost Orb because it's cool. And I'll upgrade this. Let's go. What do you want? Oh, this sounds good. I think I'll go with the backpack because it gives me more orbs and levels up the 4 orbs that I have. Yeah, we beat this area. It's nice. And yeah, castle. As I suspected. I'm interested in what balls I got now. It's always good to keep tab of your balls because else you might not know which ones you have. There's a pumpkin orb. Pump orb. Oh, and a fire orb. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Pretty glad we took that item. We upgraded all of these orbs. Of course, the stone isn't very good. It's the starting orb. Of course, it won't do too much. What was I? Ah, yes. I've been starting to get back into like a Plants vs Zombies kind of phase because a lot of people have been posting about it. Oh, damn. I just demolished them. Jesus. And yeah, I've just been kind of getting back into it. I reinstalled Plants vs Zombies on my phone because I've used to play it on mobile, but then I deinstalled it, now I reinstalled it, and thankfully all my progress was saved. I was very thankful for that. And of course, I've also been playing Plants vs Zombies 1 again. I always have been in love with the first game because it's a timeless classic. You can't go wrong with PvZ 1, really. But I've never really thought about uploading anything from it on my main channel here. Not that I have a non-main channel. I only have this channel and one side channel I do for my private YouTube watching. I've never really thought much about it. I could probably upload Plants vs Zombies stuff. I've just never really thought about it too much because there's so many people uploading Plants vs Zombies, you know? Like, why should I upload it as well? It's not like it's some undiscovered game. I think everyone even knows Plants vs Zombies. It's like one of the consistencies in life, you know? No matter what happens, people will always know about Plants vs Zombies. I do feel kind of sad for what happened, about what happened with Plants vs Zombies 3. It's kind of in like a limbo state, I guess. Which is sad. I wish they would do more with it, but there's not much you can do anymore, I guess. Well, they could do much, but there's not too much you could change about it, I guess. But as long as they're not killing the entire franchise, I'm pretty fine with whatever they're doing. As long as I can play Plants vs Zombies 1, I'll be happy. Happy enough at least. But yeah, I haven't been playing much different games, like much very intensive shooter games, because I've actually fractured my finger, which is not good, you could say. It's not the most pleasant thing ever, but there's not much I can do about that. And so I didn't want to put much pressure on it, so I've not been playing as many like shooter games, aside from like TF2 from time to time. But it's much better now, and I feel pretty good with it. This is really a very tough choice. Though this mirror, for those who don't know, which is probably everyone, you can give it all your orbs, and then for all of your orbs, it'll give you like a cool special powered orb. But because I have so many good orbs, like this one and like all of the 2 ones, like this hammer orb, I probably don't want to give them all, but I can give it 1 orb, just like one of the rocks, because then I just don't have to deal with it. Okay, let's see, where do I want to go? I want to go to the left, because there I can get into the treasure chest. And treasure is good. And at some point I apparently boosted this up by 1.5, which is alright. As long as it's not too fast, I'll just keep the game a bit faster. I probably won't edit this video much, I'll say that now. Because I don't want to... yeah, I just don't want to edit anything right now, I just want to play. I do make edited videos, of course, like the reading video I made, in case you didn't watch that. If you didn't, you should watch that because it's good. Semi-good, good enough. That video I had to like cut so much because if it wasn't apparent already, I am a terrible reader. I like writing, but I'm not good at reading or editing. So I just had to like cut out so much stuff out of that video. It was like, I think it was like a 1 hour recording, which I had to boil down to 20 minutes because I kept stumbling my words. Which wasn't the most pleasant experience, you could say. But I think the video turned out good enough. And just have to make the thumbnails look forward. Of course my thumbnails are a thing of beauty. I don't like orbs that damage me as well. I'll just upgrade something. Of course, like my thumbnails are oh so beautiful, as you might or might not know if you've looked at any of them. Yeah, they really aren't the most pretty thing, but that's kind of what I'm purposefully doing. I'm purposefully putting all that text and like stock images on it because I think it's funny, and you don't really see that many people that do that. You know, you don't see that many people that actually put stuff like that in the thumbnails, so it kind of sticks out more, I feel. But of course there would probably be people that say it looks ugly and don't really care. I'm not too... I just like doing it like that, you know, it's my style. It's just what I do. And I do what I want because it's my channel. Or do I want to double all of my orbs? I don't know. Doubling all of my orbs might be very dangerous because I have a lot of low level orbs, but I've also got some high level ones. So it's double all my orbs or double one. And of course I just doubled one and it doubled my thunder orb, thanks game. The one orb that I didn't care about. Not that the thunder orb is bad, it's really good, but it just does low damage and I'd rather have more high damaging stuff. Alright. Well, speaking of thunder orb, here it is now. Maybe it can actually do some good. I hope so. Go thunder orb, yes, go. It's actually going ham, Jesus. Yeah, thunder orb, let's go. Thunder orb went ham. Very proud of the boy. Actually surprised. This is actually one of my hate layouts. I used to really not like this layout because it's very hard to get the bombs, and of course the bombs is kind of what you want to get. And some of them are like, these ones are very protected, even though these shields are new. But it seems like they added more bombs in this lower section here that's like going around. So that's nice of them. Makes this level much easier. I think I'll just try to get more bombs, because of course that's like the meta in this game. It's kind of just like a bomb meta, just get booms and blow people up, because then you don't need good balls, you just need to go boom. Which is good. Wise people once said that if you can just blow something up, it ain't a problem anymore. It's many people's philosophy. And of course you all know that bombs are very cool. Bombs have style, yeah? I like this orb, which when it goes through the bottom, it just comes back out the top. Which is kinda nice, very unique. I love how unique some of these balls are. I'm a big ball enjoyer. That's probably what I'll name this video, probably like playing with balls. A shock orb. I'm not sure which one I want. Maybe I'll just upgrade more things now that I have so many balls. Probably best to just upgrade them. I'll just upgrade that. Because of the magnet orb, it gets pulled to stuff. I think I'll go to the right, and then I'll do the elite fight if I can. And then I'll get more items, because more items is good. What's this? Ooh. This is also really good, but I think I'll actually have to take this. Axe and reaction. Damages enemies fully with resistances. I'm guessing it like goes through their shields and stuff, which is just so good. And this is actually my favorite elite boss, because in the past I've never had much problem with it. Of course, now that I'm saying that, I'll get like a bunch of problems and I'll like die. But in the past I really like this guy, because I like this board. It just moves. Schmoovin' on, going one way. It is a bit creepy, just a wall with a grabby hand, but you know, it's typical medieval stuff. I'm sure in the Middle Ages they had these things all over the place. Some people would like to have one of these even to this day. Though I would not consider myself one of those people. I'd rather not have my wars grab me. Of course, it depends on how they get grabbed. Don't think too much about that, I guess. It really does seem like I'm going to regret saying that I didn't struggle with this that much before, because he's getting awfully close. But, you know, it's not too bad. If I die from this guy, at least I had a pretty good run so far. Got a lot of new items, which is nice. the thing also with uploading videos, Jesus Christ, they buffed this ball for sure. That was way more clones. Yeah, the thing with like uploading games is I want to play games and I want to upload them, but then there's games that I don't feel like I should upload because like I've gone too far within them, like The Binding of Isaac. Like I have so many hours in that game. Just playing it now would be like so confusing for people that haven't played the game before, and yeah, I'll definitely die here, but that's alright. So I've been trying to play games that I haven't played before, but I played most of the games I own. So yeah, and that's that. A pretty good run. We had good items, nice synergies with more damage per crit and a bunch of like crit things with the button. Let's see any cool unlocks. What's this? Oh, in the sandbox mode, I unlock these now. It's nice. But yeah, this was Peglin. I hope you enjoyed this first kind of look at it. I'll probably upload more shitpost kind of videos after this, or maybe I'll do the second reading for Tales of the Land 2 because that's coming out soon. But that just depends on how many days it'll be till that stuff drops. But either way, I really hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I hope I didn't talk too much or too little. It's kind of hard finding a balance, but yeah, thanks for watching, and if you liked, like and subscribe. I hope I'll see you next time. So yeah, have a nice day, and bye bye.